I'm going to say this carefully. Yesterday, a woman was killed by a mountain lion on a trail in Larimer County near Glen Haven. Now, that's not somewhere out there. That's right here. That's close enough for me that it lands in my chest when I heard it. And before I say anything else, I want the tone clear. This is not a spooky campfire story, right? This isn't clickbait, okay? This is somebody's real life ending and somebody's family waking up inside of a literal nightmare. So I'm going to do what locals do when something like this happens. I'm going to tell you what's been just publicly stated by Colorado Parks and Wildlife. And then I'm going to give you just a simple, practical safety playbook that you can actually use. No rumors. This isn't like that my buddy said crap. This is not that internet armchair YouTube captain detective work. Okay? So here's what we know at the time that I'm filming this. Colorado Parks and Wildlife is investigating a suspected mountain lion attack that happened on the Crozier Mountain Trail in an unincorporated part of Larimer County. So they said the initial report came in around midday yesterday. Hikers, they reported seeing a mountain lion that was near a person on the ground. So they started to throw rocks to drive the lion off. And when they got to the woman, they found her unresponsive. Now, responders arrived and the CPW began tracking the lions in the area. Now, CPW has stated that they located 2 mountain lions and euthanized them under policy that's related to suspected attacks on humans. And they've said it's still being determined whether one animal or more than one animal was involved in this attack. Now, CPW pathologists are doing the necropsies, and the county coroner will release the identity and official cause of death. So I'm going to hold off on releasing any of that information. Now, that's the factual lane. That's it. Everything beyond that is just noise, you guys. Now, here's the part that matters for the rest of us. Mountain lion attacks are rare, but rare is not the same thing as never. Rare just means that most people, they don't train their brain for it. So when it happens, everybody freezes. They all panic, and it's the wrong instincts. Oh, and there comes my garbage truck. The wrong instincts show up at the worst moment. Now, I don't want you living in fear. I just want you living in reality, especially right now in winter when big cats can become more visible at lower elevations because all the prey animals are moving and the patterns are changing and they're just following that. Now, that's not a guarantee of danger, okay? It's just a reminder that nature, she doesn't run on our schedule, right? So here's your mountain lion protocol. It's simple. I've made it memorable. It's no fluff. This is what's kept me alive all these years in the mountain. If you see a mountain lion, number 1, for God's sake, do not run. Running turns you into prey in a language that you have no idea how to speak, let alone fluently. So number 2, you face that animal and you stay tall. Do not crouch. Do not turn your back. Don't fold up into a ball on the ground. Number 3, just get big and get loud. Put your hands up, open your jacket, put your pack over your head if you have to. Use a firm voice and short commands. Now, number 4, you back away slowly and you give that animal space. You need to have an exit route for that animal, okay? Because you don't want it feeling trapped. And number 5, if you got kids with you or your dog, you bring them in tight. Kids, they need to stay close enough so you can grab them instantly. And dogs, come on, you guys, keep them on a leash. A loose dog can drag that whole situation into chaos in less than 2 seconds, right? And now I'm going to say the line that you guys probably aren't going to like hearing, but I think it's the truth. If a mountain lion attacks you, you fight, okay? You use rocks, sticks, you use your trekking poles. You use whatever you have, and you do not fucking stop, okay? Now, I'm going to talk about the part here that it's something that a lot of locals we already think, right? And it's about tools, okay? I'm a Second Amendment guy, and I'm also a responsibility guy. Those two, they belong together. If you are going into lion country, I think you should strongly consider carrying a real defensive tool. And I mean one you can actually deploy when you're under stress. For most people, that starts with just bear spray, right? It's simple, it's fast, and it doesn't require you to be a sharpshooter when your hands are literally shaking and your heart is trying to just climb out of your ribs, right? And yes, I'm also talking about firearms. But listen to me. If you're going to carry one, you need to be trained, okay? And you need to be legal. So, and above all that, you gotta have safety in mind. So it's not I watched a video once, or not this whole like, oh, I own one, trained, okay? Because an untrained person with a tool in a public trail environment is not more prepared. That person's a liability, okay? So if you carry, just know the laws where you are, right? And then you also be aware of your local rules, because different jurisdictions, they change, and it changes by land management. So, I mean, if you're concealed carrying, which I would never do in the wilderness, I open carry always. That permit process and the training requirements of Colorado, man, just get that in professional instruction, all right? That includes all of that safe handling and decision making and all that. So I just want to kind of talk about, what to do this week. So locally, if you're still going to be out on the trails, hike in groups if you can. Skip your damn headphones. You want your senses turned on. Stay on the trail where visibility is going to be much better. Avoid dawn and dusk if you're uneasy about it. And if you get that hair on the neck feeling, don't argue with it. Just leave, okay? I'm not saying that to make you paranoid. I'm saying it because your instincts are an old piece of equipment that still works when you let it. I think I also want to address what always happens after an incident like this, right? People, they want a villain. They want to turn the mountain lion into a monster, or they want to turn hikers into idiots, or they want to turn it into a political argument. We're not doing that here at all. A person died, period. That deserves respect, not theatrics. So if you share this message today, just share it for safety. Share it so somebody remembers the protocol. Maybe share it so somebody just keeps their kids close and their dog on that damn leash. And also, keep their head up. Not for shock, not for clout. If you're local and you've got questions about how to hike with kids, how to handle dogs, what to carry, and how to think on a trail, just drop them below, and I'll answer everything for you guys in practical terms. And if you're that family or close to that family, I'm not going to pretend words fix this. Just this, that we see you and we're going to keep it respectful. So stay sharp out there. This has been the